love living in New York because you've got things here which we just don't have in England. For example, the other day I was trying a dress on in a shop and another customer came up to me and said, "It doesn't suit you!" We don't have that in England. I love you, by the way. You're the best human being to have, and you'll be taking you with me everywhere I go. The other thing you have here, which again is not legal, you have weed. Weed is legal here. That's amazing. And I was walking my little girl to school the other day, and she turned to me and said, "Mummy, why do the streets of New York smell just like Daddy?" Another very New York experience is getting into a yellow cab. I got into one the other day and he turned to me and said, "Where are you from? You sound British!" Yes, I am British. "You destroyed my country!" "I'm sorry, what country's that?" "Palestine!" And I'm thinking, wait till he finds out I'm a Jew. So my parents still live in England, which means I have a very strong texting relationship with my mother. She hasn't quite got the hang of it yet, you know, the whole brevity thing. So I'm just going to share with you some of the crap I have to put up. For example, I text, no reason for alarm, but Alice fell and broke her wrist. She's fine and on the mend. She replies, "I'm so grateful for your advice not to be alarmed." When it comes to the health and well-being of Alice, even the slightest setback would be alarming to me. And it's not just Alice I worry about. I harbour anxiety about all my grandchildren. I'm not surprised that Alice is fine. From the moment she was born, I felt that she was an excessively positive child. So glad she's on the road to recovery. Did I mention that your brother has finally consulted a doctor about his COVID symptoms? He is a Jewish doctor, which is good. Sure of his credentials. He prescribed him a medication I've read about on the internet, normally used to treat worms in horses. I was thinking that maybe this doctor is really a veterinarian. Unusual for a Jew, don't you think? On to another subject. In your last text to me, you wrote, "We're going out for dinner tonight, love, Debra." I couldn't help but notice that there was no period after the word tonight. I've noticed this is the case in your text more often than not. I only mention this because I know you share my great respect for proper punctuation. Oh, my love, Mum. I reply, "Thanks." Period. So I've got 3 daughters, and I know, amazing to think that I've birthed 3, but I have. And they recently advised me to watch a TV show called Euphoria. They said, "Mum, you're going to love it. It's set in a high school, just like Saved by the Bell." So I watched it, and yeah, it's just like Saved by the Bell. Except for multiple hardcore drug-infused sex scenes, transsexual, homosexual, lesbian, you name it, everything you could possibly imagine. Are you turned on now? It's not quite. But what really upset me was that the actor, have any of you watched it? The actor in it that was in Grey's Anatomy was a really nice doctor, now a pedophile. Comparing Euphoria to Saved by the Bell is like comparing YouPorn to Sesame Street. So, not for me. I mean, my childhood was very different. I grew up in a small town called Leeds. You've probably never heard of it. Oh my God, one human has heard it. It's a bit shit, I was, I was naive, walking to school with my friend Rebecca, two very frizzy-haired Jewish girls, and this girl, she jumped on us, first day of high school, and she looked at me and she goes, "Your name is Debra Tammer, so I'm going to flush your head down toilet just like one." And I said, "No, you can't do that, because the requirement is that you must use the bin provided." So I'll leave you with a little story. As I mentioned, I've got 3 girls, and I thought, well, I'm a good parent, so I thought I would take them to see the musical Six. Has any of you heard of Six? It's a good show, right? I thought, well, do you know what it's about? Okay, I'll tell you. She knows. It's about Henry VIII and his 6 wives, right? So I thought, well, this will be educational, and it was. But not in the way I thought it would be. Because when Anne Boleyn comes on stage, she sings, "I lost my head, but I gave good head." So little Alice turns to me and she goes, "Mummy, what does that mean?" And it's an old-fashioned way of giving a kiss. Next day, in the playground, in full view of everyone, she goes,